Well, welcome back to another Rickets Reef 90-gallon update. I'm going to start by talking about the skimmer. For those on Reef Central that are just interested in looking at the skimmer in this video, they can pretty much stop watching after this part. The rest of it will just be a regular 90-gallon update on my build progress. Okay, so here it is, the Reef Octopus XP2000 cone skimmer. I've had this thing working for 2 days now. Now, keep in mind, my system has absolutely nothing in it. I just threw some cocktail shrimp in it about 3 weeks ago now. They've since decomposed into the water column, and my cycle has started that way with a couple pieces of seed rock. Now, a couple days ago, I turned this thing on and started it going, and this is what I got. This is disgusting. It smells so bad when I open that lid. A little bit of throw up in the mouth. It's pretty gross. I'm actually loathing cleaning it because I don't want to smell that. So as you can see, it's a really nice dark skimmate. Now I've got the water level set to right where the cup, the bottom of the cup pretty much. That seems to work well. I don't know if I'll have to adjust it later on when I get more bio load, but that's working well. Let's see if I can get some close-up of the bubbles. Get the flashlight. Sorry, yeah, there's not much light in this room. There we go. So it's just white froth. I will eventually get a air meter to get some measurements, but it's just an expense I can't afford right now. There's so many other things to buy for my build. So there it is, an operational Reef Octopus XP2000 cone skimmer. Great skimmer. Really happy with it so far. A couple more angles. Sorry, my hand's shaky. I just had like 2 coffees. Now for the rest of my 90-gallon update. So the sump's doing well. I threw some extra rock in there. Pump's fine. I cleaned up this little fish room area. Still have some more to do on it. Made a few more shelves. There is my auto top off. My power center is now up and running. I still need to label each switch, but there's a few more things to do once I get the light installed. Power center's great. Pretty impressed with it so far. I was expecting it to blow up, but luckily I apparently did everything right. And over here, today I did my first ammonia test. I want to see if I'm down to around 0, and then next week I'll probably start testing for nitrites, and then after that, if those go low, then I can start stocking my tank with what's in my nano. So here you can see my ammonia level seems to be around in between the 0.6 to 0.3 mark. So another week to wait for the ammonia to come down a bit more, and that's fine. If you're thinking of just starting a reef tank, good advice is to test ammonia after about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. If it's 0, wait another couple weeks, or test for nitrates. Then after nitrates go to 0, test for nitrates, and once those go down low, then you're ready to stock. You can actually even stock with a bit of nitrates. That brings me to my next point in this video. What am I going to do for nitrates? Because, you know, whereas ammonia gets eaten by bacteria, nitrites get eaten by bacteria, nitrates will basically stay in your system and build up until you do something about it. Now the options available to reefers are a refugium, which I kind of have a little one going in my nano here, and I did test my nitrates the other day on my nano and they are 0, so it works in the nano. So I was thinking of doing a big one for the 90 gallon, but you know, I'm kind of annoyed with the Cheeto sometimes, with the refugium, so I was thinking of something else. I was going to do a remote deep sand bed with a refugium. I was going to set it up along here, refugium, remote deep sand bed, back into the sump. I was going to try that out. Recently I've been reading about a biotic chemicals, Microbacter 7 and some vodka dosing that you can do, and apparently that system works really well if you've got a really good skimmer. So I've got a good skimmer, I'm gonna do it. I just ordered my chemicals today. I'll start dosing it when they get here with the Microbacter 7, and I'll keep everyone updated on that. And then after that's kind of established itself, then I'll start dosing vodka, a bit of sugar, a bit of vinegar, to removes the nitrates. The Microbacter 7 removes the phosphates. So basically those two chemicals are ripping the system of the two things that stop corals from growing. And I'll explain a little more about that when I start that system. There's some really good posts on Reef Central if you want to look into it. It's kind of an interesting system. There's some testing involved, which I enjoy. As you can see, I've got ample test kits, and other than that, if it goes well, then I can pretty much feed the tank liberally, which I enjoy doing, and the skimmer can do the rest of the work for me. So that's that. Let's walk over to the display. Alright, this is the display as it is now. As you notice, the light fixture is still not on. I did get my fans in the mail, but I am still waiting for a few things. I ordered a soldering iron and some heat shrink wrap. And some Molex connectors. I'm gonna make it a little easier for connecting, disconnecting, and moving around. So I'm really gonna put some really nice finishing touches on the fixture, and hopefully within the next week or two I'll have all that stuff and put it together. So it'll be ready by the time the cycle is done. If you notice from last update, the diatoms have pretty much disappeared. I didn't add any cleanup crew. I don't know if that's a good sign. I guess it is. But there are no diatoms. They all just kind of want to, well, there's a little bit here and there. There's a little patch. There's some on the sand there, but all in all, the rocks are no longer covered in the brown stuff. I guess that's a good thing. Might mean I don't need a hefty cleanup crew. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add my cleanup crew from my Nano, and if they can handle the job, then that's cool. Especially with the Microbacter 7 and the vodka dosing, I might not need that heavy of an algae cleanup crew. So anyway, this is where the display is today. Not much change. 3 weeks in. Hopefully the cycle finishes in another 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll get some livestock in here. I'm already getting promises of fish for Christmas, so that's kind of exciting. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the update. Take it easy. Anyway, I figured I'd add a little bit of me cleaning the cup here. So here we are, and that is, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, wow, that's, yeah. So rinses out pretty easy. Oh, wow. Oh, hello, puppy.